Northeastern Ohio, Western Pennsylvania. We're about to put our fingers on the pulse of the Neotropolis. The pulse is pumping live with your host, Brian West. Today's show is about Covington. And our special guest is
Alecia DeFrank. Welcome. Thanks a lot. Wayne the Music Maker, everybody. Wayne the Music Maker. We're going to have a good show for you today. Today we are talking about mothers, and Mother's Day is coming up, so this show is specifically about the mothers. We got Alecia DeFrank on the show tonight. She is a boxer. She's a boxing mom. So, you know, this is a show that was kind of, it was kind of easy for me to create a mom life for it. And in a sense, it was kind of hard because I had to think about my mother, and I had to think about what makes a real mother. And I watched my mother when we were growing up. I watched what she would go through, especially a single mom. You know, my dad stepped in after a while, but it was rough. But the thing is what makes a mother a mother? First thing I had to realize of what makes a mother is a mother has to have split personalities. Now, some of you may get confused, and it's nothing psychological, but a mother has to have split personality. She has to have a good side, and she has to have an evil side. Now, the hardest part about being a kid is that when the evil side comes out, you don't want to be around. Now, let me tell you about my childhood and what would happen when my mother's evil side would come out. So, it would be a normal day, and I was raised in a church, so we had Christianity was in our house. So one minute I would hear my mother listening to something real peaceful, something real calm and loving, like maybe like BB and CC Winans. So I would think everything was fine until I screwed something up. So what I would do is I would get in trouble with the kids, and there was this girl in the neighborhood, very beautiful girl. And I decided I wanted to rip a piece of her clothing. So my mother, I don't know how, it's like mothers got these telecommunication signals somewhere in the sky where when they find out something is wrong, everybody show up at the front door, everybody want to see what's about to happen. So what ended up happening is somehow a word had got to my mother about what had happened. And she was listening to BB and CC Winans, I want to remind y'all. She was listening to her church music. So what ended up happening is I come home, and she say, and she was fine at first. She was fine. She say, Brian, how you doing? I say, Mom, I had a good time outside today. She said, oh really? And she said, I heard something. And the first thing that came to my mind was, oh boy, what did she hear? You know, I was like, what did she hear? What did she hear? So all I know is the house was peaceful. It was peaceful. And something about my mother, just some evil demon just jumped at her. And she gave me this look. She said, I know what you did, Brian. And I said, oh. So after she gave me that look, and she told me she know what I did, there was this belt in our house called Big Ben. And one thing I know about my mother is when the bills wasn't getting paid and things wasn't going right, and one of the kids did something wrong, she would resort to this belt. Now, I'm not telling everybody to whoop their kids, but my mother had a ball with this belt. So me and my sister, we would decide to hide it. We would always hide it. So one thing I told you about, the mother's got a good side and an evil side. When she couldn't find this belt, it seemed like all it was doing was unleashing more demons. So she was getting more demons. And I'm like, Mom, I don't know where the belt is at. So something in her brain came and said, you know what? I'm going to have to resort to combat hand violence. So she said, forget about the belt, and she whooped me with her right hand. Now let me remind y'all, the right hand has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. And it has an M right here. And mothers, they know what that M means. It means mothers with prohibition entitled to whoop their kids at any particular time of the day, whenever they feel. If they don't cause, don't worry about it. It is our entitlement to beat our kids, to be disciplined, to grow up like men, and make sure that they get maturity, and hold on, let me read the clause. Maturity and masculinity when they grow up. So my mother took her whole hand, and I told y'all she went from BB and CC to what they call it, what am I looking for? The Ku, no, I want to say the Ku Klux Klan. No, we don't go there. But she took all that hand and she went back And if you ever watch baseball players swing, the first thing they do is they put, or golf players, they put that knee back here. And she went, wham! And I said, it was in slow motion. I sat there and I went flying across the room and I looked at her. And when I looked at her, see, I told y'all she got a good side and an evil side. When I looked at her, I got the Holy Spirit. And I went down on my knees and I said, you are the master in the situation. So after that, it taught me a valuable lesson about Mother's Day. It taught me that mothers can do some amazing things when they feel like it and when they want to. So this show is dedicated to mothers. We're going to have a good show. Is everybody ready? Sitting down tonight. Oh, boy. Our first guest is very accomplished. She's a very accomplished boxer. I got to know her, and like I said, I know their family. They're a fighting family. They're Italian, so if you know anything about Italians, just make sure that you don't get on their bad side. I'm sure Rocky knows what I'm talking about. We're talking about the good and the evil. So we'll be right back. We're going to come back with Alecia, DeFrank. Wayne, give us some good music. Bring her on the show. Okay, you ready over there? 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our first guest for Mother's Day, Alecia DeFrank. Welcome to the show, Alecia. Go ahead, have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. All right. I got some special questions for you. You ready over there, Lamar? Got to make sure I check Lamar. Now, this Mother's thing, you box and everything, and you got a nice family. I remember when I was delivering mail, we met. So it was. So tell us a little bit about this boxing. How is it managing a boxing life and a mother's life? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, first of all, I want to say, like, without the strength from the Lord, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
And without my husband's support, I wouldn't be able to do it. Because a lot of times when I'm at the gym, he's at home being Mr. Mom.
Yeah. Now you are young. You're young. You're young.
I'm 29.
So you represent the new age of mothers. The new age of mothers. You represent the new age of single mothers. You represent the new age of married mothers. So with all that on your plate, where you got all these distractions, and you're not a bad-looking female. Am I correct, everybody? You looks good. Looks good. So how do you get around all the distractions to be able to focus on the married life, especially boxing?
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, just focus. Like, how do you stay focused? Like, how do you keep a level head when it comes to handling your motherly responsibilities and things like that? Like, I hope you don't mind. Does Rocky say, Alecia, the dishes ain't done? Come on now. If food is not cooked, how many do y'all go through stuff like that?
We go through that sometimes, but I try to really balance things at home. I try to make sure things are done at home. Yeah. And then go, if it's not when I get back from the gym, I'll go right into my motherly duty.
How, you don't mind saying how long y'all been married for quite a while?
8 years.
Oh wow, that's my number, 8. Wow, 8 years. And has it been magnificent and loving and kind? And as the flowers, when you wake up in the morning, do you hear the palm flowers?
Life's a struggle, but we still love each other.
Yeah. Now mothers. Now, if you could give advice to this new age motherhood, these new families out there, because a lot of them don't make. I didn't make it the first year of my marriage. I didn't. And my mother was single for quite a while, and she never got married, but she's still a mother. She stayed there. But you are achieving a big legacy here. So, I mean, what advice would you give to the ladies, especially the single ladies who want to get married up?
To the ladies, I would say, first of all, you can't do it without the Lord. Me and my husband did go through some struggles in the beginning, but the Lord called us. Yeah. And He called us into a church and into a holier place. And without the Lord calling us, I don't think we might not be together, because we did face some problems where the enemy was trying to get us to pull our marriage apart. But the Lord called us, and both of us together just started seeking the Lord, and now we raise our family in a Christian home. Okay.
And so you think Christianity?
I think Christianity, God is the only way that you can make it.
Harmony over here. See how now Mother's Day is coming. What are they going to do for you for Mother's Day?
We're going to be in Florida.
Oh man, can I come? So is everybody like? Do you get a lot of encouragement from your kids, or are they still bad?
My kids, they don't like the boxing gym anymore because they were in it since they were in my belly. I was
Yeah.
in the gym still working out, and they don't like to go to the gym, but they go to my fights and support me with it.
Oh, okay. Or do you
So-
think any of them would grow up in box?
She knows how to throw some right.
Yeah,
She knows how to throw some punches.
You gonna box when you grow up, Harmony? No, no.
So when y'all fight, do y'all have do y'all use gloves or mixed martial arts type stuff? Y'all just jump in the cage when you have like,
no,
a
we
style
do
fight?
gloves.
With gloves.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
I sparred with her before.
He did spar with me before.
I was scared to hit her. I thought Rocky was gonna jump. Cause no, let me tell y'all about that. Let me tell y'all about Rocky. At least he'd have these boxing matches, and Rocky would be in the crowd. I mean, you ever see somebody go from like real medium? I mean, this dude he'd almost be in the ring with her. And one thing about Rocky is, Rocky knows that if the crowd is into it, she gonna get more power. So Alecia, 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 and everybody would, and it was just, it was cute, it was beautiful to see that, and he showed you a lot of support, and that's been my friend since for like almost 5 years. I think it's been a long time, and I've watched him grow so much as a husband, and one thing I do like about him is he's always in your corner. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard for me because I was when I went through my little relationship. You don't want to be let down, you don't, and I know, I look at the two of you, and that's great, especially around Mother's Day and around young people and around all these news. You should be proud of yourself, you know what I'm saying, Harmony? Harmony, you listening over there? Make her some breakfast on Mother's Day in Florida.
I know what's being in the boxing world, in the boxing gym. I'm around a lot of guys.
Okay.
So my husband sometimes can get upset about that, but I know he knows that I'm a Christian woman, and my faithfulness is really to God.
Yeah.
So if he knows I'm being faithful to God, then I will be faithful to him.
Yeah, I mean, every man goes, I'm not gonna blame Rock because every male goes through that test and it's tough but that just proves that he loves and that he cares. Mine didn't work out, but I was like that. My wife, when I was married, she'd come in and I'd be like, who's looking at you and why are you wearing that? And it'd be
or like, you smell too good.
Yeah.
Where you going?
Men don't want other people looking at their prized possession, and that's, you don't want your wife, especially if you feel like you're putting a lot into the marriage. Men want to feel appreciated, you want to feel loved, and sometimes women, they forget that, so I'm glad that you guys have been sticking it out, and one thing my reverend, when I was married, I felt bad because I was trained to be a minister before, so one thing he told me when I was getting married is he said, don't get a divorce. It was like, and I know it's hard for ministers to try to keep, especially young people, together. And it was tough. And when I went through my situation, when I had to go back to him and tell him what had happened, it was rough. It still is. So you say that you guys get a lot of healing. Tell us a little bit about your church. Like your church plays a big part in your life. So give us how that puts everything together.
Well, it's good because we have service 4 times a week. So we make sure that we go to church because we know that we need that.
Yeah.
It's not only just going to church, but we get the word. We need fed. Our spirit needs fed.
Yeah.
So that keeps our head on straight.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when outside the church, you have to still keep your head on straight as well. So we need to read the word still I'll pray with my kids before they go to school. I'll pray with my kids before they go to bed. Okay. And my son, he don't want to go anywhere unless I pray for him. The Lord gives him that. And they won't go to bed unless they'll say, is Mommy going to pray? Mom, when are you coming up to pray? Come and pray with me. I'm like, you guys know I pray with you every night. I'll be up there, Because sometimes I can't always get right to them because we take care of my husband's mother as well.
Okay, yeah.
And that's been it's been like a turning point in our lives.
Yeah.
But we're not letting it tear us apart because we know that God put us together.
Yeah.
And even though his mom sometimes feels like I'm pulling her son away from her, like he knows that the Lord joined us together.
Yeah.
So me and him have to just remember that we're joined together as one, no matter what struggles or what we're going through with his mom. We can't allow that to tear us apart.
And that's good because One thing I can say about my mother and when we were married is it was rough, you know. And Mother's Day is supposed to be a day set aside to acknowledge the mothers and acknowledge them for what they're doing. And you seem to be hanging in there, and you're encouraged, you're trying, you're fighting, you're still boxing.
Well, the boxing gym gives me a lot of. It's a good stress reliever for me too.
Yeah. So how is do you get any? Are your friends encourage you? You being a single mother. I mean, being a married mother and all, giving you all this encouragement.
It's kind of weird. We invite all these people to come to church, and but if there's a boxing match for me, it seems like everybody can end up coming there.
Great.
So it's like, well, while I'm there, maybe we can try to reach them at the fight.
Excellent. Wayne, get you ready over there. We're gonna be right back. We're in the boss.
If you don't come to church,
Alecia DeFrank. We'll be right back with her. We're gonna show some highlights. We got a skit. Alecia DeFrank, everybody. We'll be right back in the boss with Brian West.
Just like you made a choice to get this coin, you will have to make a choice to pass life into this world.
Boys only want one thing. They're trouble, I tell you. Trouble, do you hear me? Do you understand?
We have no hope, Precious. Look at us. We're both high-class girls with little-class lives.
Precious, be encouraged. Your life is about to change.
No, I didn't think I just woke up and it was gone.
Do you read?
It seems you're pregnant, young lady.
I'm pregnant, doctor. There's a pregnant! Everyone's moving! You're out of control!
If I let you in, you must undo this mistake.
Even if you are pregnant, I'm gonna throw you down the flight of freaking stairs if I gotta get rid of this baby.
Okay, Walter. Okay, I'll get rid of the baby.
Comics are getting funnier and funnier. Yeah, can I get rice cakes on the phone, please? Senator Rice Cakes? Hey, Cakes, how's it going? What? What do you mean I'm soft on foreign policy? I mean, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Listen, why can't we, as Democrats and Republicans, just get along, Rice Cakes? Come on. Separation is tearing this country apart. You tell Bernie Bush and all his constituent Republicans to drop dead, all right? There's a new man in charge. Rice Cakes, come on. Come on. You know who I'm the president of the United States. I'm the boss. You remember that, okay, Rice Cakes? You remember that. Okay, all right, listen, I got one question for you, Rice Cakes. One question. Do you got any kids? Huh? You got any kids? Oh, okay, all right. You want to play rough? You want to play rough, huh? Take that, Rice Cakes. Take that. God. Show these guys who the boss is. Show him who the president is. It's payback time. My fellow Americans, it is hard for me to say this as your president, but I will be eliminating the Mother's Day holiday. I feel that in my heart that by eliminating this holiday, that I could minimize subsidies to parentless children. It was hard for me to make this decision. But I feel confident in my ability to lead the nation back to a stable home. If I can increase financial aid to mothers instead of giving them a holiday, then it will be all good. The country in itself will be back on track. I also want to propose a program to teach mothers how to drive new cars, and the cash for clunkers. I use this strategy to put my Republican counterparts in the driver's seat. I'm sure it can do the same for struggling American mothers this Mother's Day. As your president, I also want to propose a program that will give mothers benefits and financial aid as well. This will give everyone the reality that hugs are just like safety belts. We all need them. Mothers need to give their children hugs every day. Therefore, this Congress has passed a law that will eliminate Mother's Day for the common good of all mankind. From now and beyond, no longer will we have to buy cards or write letters. By eliminating the Mother's Day holiday, every day will be Mother's Day. God bless America. Yes, Senator Rice Cakes, please. Hey, how's it going? Listen, I know it's all of a sudden, but I had to do it. Listen, somebody's got to get these mothers out to the polls to vote. And if eliminating the Mother's Day holiday will do it, then as the president, I have the right to make that decision, okay? If the poll number, the people are not voting. I had to take one for the team, Cakes. Come on now, you know how politics can be. You know how it can be. Don't tell me how to do my job. If single mothers need a man in the house, they got one now, okay? Rice, would you just listen to me for 1 second, okay? Someone has to take a stand for mothers. And if we eliminate the holiday, then maybe people will start seeing how important they are. Mothers. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, Rice. God.
Alright, I'll talk to you.
show. We've had Alecia, DeFrank. We've had a good time. Your husband let me have you by my side for a few minutes. I hope he doesn't mind. Mother's Day is, what is it, tomorrow? The show's filming tonight. It's tomorrow. You got, let me look at your resume here before we go. She's got golden gloves. She's been training for the Women's National, and she's a mother of how many kids?
3.
3 children. I don't know if I could let it out or do that, but I wish you, like I said, if you wish to have any more.
Nope.
Oh, dog. One more boy would have been nice. Rocky's got, how many boys Rocky got?
He actually has 4 boys and 1 daughter.
Oh, Rocky. Oh, wow. All right, harmony. So remember, toast. Can you cook?
She actually wants to be a baker when she grows up.
Oh, you want to be a baker? Are you going to cook? Are you and your brother Mondo going to cook for your mother on Mother's Day?
Sure.
You think they're going to cook for you?
No.
You don't let them in the kitchen?
Well, we'll be in Florida, so we'll probably go out to eat.
Oh, so I did forget. Y'all gonna what y'all gonna go out to eat for? You ain't gonna cook nothing. It's a day for you. You've done it. You've let 3 babies into the world, and you can nurture them and you can make them clean. You can punish them. How does that? You're the mother. You know, you get to make the rules. I want my toenails clean now, children. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big commitment. So well, thank you for coming on the show. How we doing over here, Lamar? All right, good. Thank you for coming on the show. Check out Alecia DeFrank YouTube channel. You got YouTube channel, Facebook?
I just have a Facebook.
Look her up on Facebook. You are in the pause. Close us out, Wayne. You got anything over there for us, Wayne? Excellent, excellent.